Does my hair ever not look like a fucking porcupine?
No. I thought you did it like that on purpose.
I usually do. Hey everyone, Happy New Year from So I Married a Geek.
Happy New Year, everybody.
This is a show where we invite you into our lives. We've taken the holidays off, so today we're going to do a little bit of a recap of what happened in the past 2 weeks and what's coming up in 2022. I am Gavin, and this is...
Phil.
Dog's laying down in bed. She's been really fucking needy these past few weeks.
Well, and it got really, really crazy cold here instantly. Like, it went from being 80 degrees to 29 degrees in a matter of 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And when it got cold, all of a sudden her energy level dropped. And little miss, I need to be outside all day. Like, I got home a few minutes ago. I let her out. Within 30 seconds, she was at the back door yelling for me to bring her back inside because when it's cold like this, she reminds us she's a short-haired dog. So.
Boy, she's got that desperate bark down.
Yeah, it's this, if you don't let me in, it's the end of everything kind of bark.
And where did she learn a desperate bark? When they left her outside overnight a couple times.
Yep.
She would run from window to window. This window, the kitchen windows, the back window, the back door, the bedroom, the two ones there, the two on this side of the house.
I'm not even exaggerating. I let her out. I turned around, I went and got my medication from the bedroom, came back here to take it, went back and turned on the TV, so 30, maybe 45 seconds, and she had barked at the back door. I had gone into the room, she went to that window to bark at me, and then when I got back to the kitchen to take my medicine, she was barking again. Like, she does not do the cold at all, so...
And I had to bring the robot lawnmower in because it was really cold, and I'm really happy to have that back up and running.
I didn't know that the robot lawnmower didn't like the cold weather.
We got to bring it in for really bad weather because I got an alert that said the battery was below, like, normal temperature, so I was like, I'm just bringing it inside. I know when it's really bad weather, you're supposed to... Like, this is the first year we've had it, but it was in the repair shop for so long, they lost it, so they sent me another one. So our backyard got a little crazy.
I took care of it.
Yeah. It's going to get back to normal. We'll have the healthy backyard, but I thought it was funny because there's like 6 ginormous fucking anthills back there.
Y'all, these things are like a foot off the ground.
They're
building little temples as monuments to themselves.
So I chopped them down to the level. I'm just watching the lawnmower go over them because the lawnmower will take care of all that. And I have a bag of poison somewhere. I found it, now I can't find it again. It's completely fucking bizarre.
Oh, we don't have to kill them now. We just have to, displace them.
Oh no, I'll find. I'd like to find a natural way to do it. Usually I just pour bleach and people set it on fire. Anyways, so our backyard's back under the thing. But we've had a really fun 2 weeks, and we're really excited because there's a lot coming up in 2022. We have new opportunities, changes, all sorts of fun things are happening. But for those who watched the Christmas episode, every single person has like, how are you going to top that? It's like, I can't. I blew my wad. I spent 7 years planning this. It's done. I will never in my life be able to top that.
No, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Christmas is never about the gifts. It's always about having you. You're my biggest present.
It's a jokey competition between us, and I think I've won every Christmas.
No, I beat you 1 year. The year I got you the Miyazaki collection and that Risk board game and every other thing I could think of, I beat you.
Yeah, there was 1 year where he just really was like, okay, this. I think this year I kind of phoned it in, so that's probably why you won.
Yeah, that year I really did. I beat you.
So the answer to that, when you're asking, is no. I will never be able to top the Jim Dolls.
No.
Only time in my life I've ever seen him speechless. Well, no, he was speechless when I proposed to him because he was so mad and ready to hit me.
Yeah, but that was not a cute story. that was not cute. Like, you would think that you would learn from TV shows that it's not cute, but you still did it.
Yeah, we had a good New Year's together. The reason I really like this neighborhood is it's a 360-degree epic fireworks show every 4th of July and every New Year's. And I laugh because on the Facebook group for the neighborhood association, there's always the ladies going, what's someone think with a puppy? Like, our dog, she's fucking stupid, y'all. She loves fireworks.
Yeah, she likes the
She
show.
chases them through the backyard. Like, she's looking up and she runs into fences chasing them. She did it again. Like, I had to come home and let her out because we were gone all day. And she's running around the backyard like an idiot, chasing the fireworks, running into fences, and she just keeps on going. She's like a fucking juggernaut that way.
Yeah, she really enjoys the fireworks show.
She does, and when we go out front, she just loves watching them all over the place.
Yeah, my brother's dogs were fine with it too. Like, they didn't flip out about the fireworks. I guess some people have... Like, we have a high-strung dog, and even she was able to be cool with it, so...
So New Year's was fun. You know, we did our normal thing. I couldn't have any grapes or grape juice this year. I avoided the black eyed peas. I just kind of walked silently away and got told how they had to chase him when he was a kid to make.
And that's why we have bad luck, because you don't go through the rituals.
Oh, I can't go through half the rituals. Black eyed peas just fucking disgust me.
They're disgusting, but you have to eat them. It's part of the tradition.
And I video called people that I needed to video call and say hey to, and so we had a really fun 2 weeks. We watched a bunch of movies. So I want to talk about Spider-Man because I fucking love Spider-Man. I love the movies. I was so mad because our fucking car broke down that week, and they jacked us around for I missed our first showing of Spider-Man. I had to try to rebook it for that following Sunday.
It took them 5 days to fix a 15-minute repair.
Yeah, because he called first because the check engine light came on, and with the other Kia we had, it was misfiring cylinders. So I recognized what was going on. So he called the dealership. They're like, "Oh yeah, just bring it. We'll treat it like an emergency." We get up there. He's like, "It'll take us 15 days."
And then not only that, they tried at first to say, "Oh well, you're not warming your car up." I was like, "It's not a car from the fucking 70s. It's a new car. You don't warm these up anymore. It's not good for your car." And then they were like, "Oh well, then it's this, this, and this." And then like 3 days later, they were like, "Oh yeah, no, it's just a coil that we need to replace. It'll be done in 15 minutes."
So I missed our first Spider-Man showing. I was about ready to go burn fucking Kia down to the ground, y'all. You have no... Do I have something on me?
You had fuzz.
Oh. So anyways, I love Spider-Man, but I will acknowledge it had a very giant, enormous plot hole at the end of the movie.
Not even at the end. At the beginning of the fucking movie, there was a ginormous plot hole.
He wasn't a big of a fan of it. I fucking loved it. I lost it when Aunt May died. I fucking was all about the... Fucking William Dafoe killed it. It was so amazing. But the ending, I was like... I understand. Spider-Man is a story about sacrifice. He always sacrifices because he's just a normal, everyday person. He's not the Fantastic Four. He's not Tony Stark.
Super genius who makes stupid decisions.
He's not. He's also still a kid at this point. And when Spider-Man was a kid in high
Tom
school...
Holland's like 40 and he's playing a teenager.
There was all about sacrifice. So there was a evolution of 3 movies. I understand that. But I was so like, really, they couldn't adjust the spell just a little bit at the end of the movie. And then I read why. So the screenwriters just wanted this epic, emotional ending.
So they ignored their own plot hole they introduced with the script they wrote.
Yeah.
They introduced the hole within 15 minutes of the movie starting and didn't ever stop to be like, "Oh, y'all, wait a minute. We said the exact opposite here at the beginning."
And then they're like, well, that's up for the writers of the new trilogy to figure out. Like, they just wanted to have this epic, emotional ending. And they didn't really think about it. So
the writer in me was very irritated with how lazy they were with that. Like, they blatantly introduced the hole in the dialogue in the opening of the movie, and then we're like, never mind, oops, we said too much, y'all just have to deal with it.
However, I fucking love that movie.
It was fine.
And then I finally got to watch Encanto after many times trying to stay in the theater. We just couldn't make it.
And he made me watch it.
Fucking loved Encanto.
It was fine. I didn't hate it.
And we were sitting there watching.
I can always do without Lin-Manuel Miranda, but...
I don't even know how to say his name, and I get it. Like, I don't understand why they keep making musicals. I think Raya was fantastic without music. I don't know why they felt the need for music in this, but it was still... I like the music. I've been singing Drip, Drip, Drip in my head, and everyone's been singing, and we don't talk about Bruno.
When the movie started, I was like, if she says this one line one more time, I'm going to snap. Because, like, you can't do better than that. You have to use the exact same line over and over
I'm also
and
telling
over, like hammering it into your head.
Remember who the target audience is. It's not us. It isn't.
I know, but somehow you still can fall in love with that, and I can't. I'm not a 10-year-old girl.
It's what I have loved since I've watched Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast.
You're a 10-year-old girl at heart.
I went to school to do this shit. Animation was my life for
you're my Disney princess.
Very long time. So yes, I have a very soft spot in my heart for Disney.
You're my Disney princess.
And then we made the mistake, and we watched it separately, mind you.
Oh my God, yes.
The Matrix 4.
Okay, so cute story before we talk about the movie. I was hanging out with a friend of mine, and he wanted to watch it, and he put it on, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to tell Gavin. He's going to be so upset that I watched The Matrix without him. And then I get home, and Gavin's like, okay, so don't get mad. But while you were hanging out with your friend, I watched The Matrix without you, and please don't make me watch it again. I was like, oh God, I was going to ask you. I was going to say, please don't make me watch it again. Like, it was one of those gift of the Magi giggle moments where we were like, hey, at least we don't have to do this to each other.
I love the first 3. I love the first one. I love the action of the second one.
I like the first two. The third is kind of garbagey.
The third one went kind of weird, but it had that epic Dragon Ball Z ending that I fucking loved.
It made up for its garbagey moments. This new one is an affront to the original. It is that same shit I hate where it's like, oh, kids today don't get it, so let's retell it in a way that they will get it. I don't understand.
I don't know how kids don't get it to begin with. It's the fucking Matrix, y'all.
I don't understand, like, this whole, like, if kids don't get it, then just destroy the story so that they will get it. I don't understand.
It's even worse than that is there is no story in this movie.
And I am not a fan of movies that are just stuffed full of member berries, but this movie was constant, I remember, just over and over and over again. And then the cutback, or whatever you want to call it, the flashback, it made it feel like a made-for-TV movie. It was so poorly done.
They were so, and I keep reading about...
You're a director, you're a producer. What was the
I could
editor?
not understand why they did this movie.
How could they not make the flashbacks look like they belonged in that movie? What was the deal?
It
looked like it was made for TV. Like, they couldn't afford the rights to the original, so they had to, like, take screenshots off their computer and put them into the movie.
They made a bad lot of, like... And I keep reading about how people are just so hating this movie, and it's very well-deserved hate. I know the second and third movies were very divisive because they went in interestingly weird directions of spirituality and personality. I get that. This movie has no reason to exist. They have no reason to free Neo. They have no reason to understand anything. The only smart person in that fucking movie was General Niobe, who was like, why the fuck did you do this? You're locked up. Like, only smart choice in that movie was that. You know, like, there's no reason for this movie to exist. There is no redeeming factor of this movie. It is complete fucking buff cabbage.
I was mad. I was bummed because I saw Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss. They were on Jesus and Mero before the movie came out, and they were talking about how amazing it was and how this was the way that they were going to tell the Matrix to a new generation. So I was all excited. But then I told him right after that interview when I watched it, I was like, wait, they said they're telling the story to a new generation. Are they going to dumb it down and ruin it the way they do all these other things? And we were both like, no, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't. The first three were like mind-bending. They wouldn't do that. And then they did the member berry sandwich, and it was awful.
It was, so, it had interesting concepts, like the weird nano digital versions of the people in the programs in the Matrix and the interaction with the robots. Great story about the robot war.
For me, those were like Jar Jar Binkses of the movie.
I mean, the robot war, I would have been more interested in that. That should have been something that tied in why they went and found this, and they actually discovered that he's there in this, and the new Matrix is based on feelings. It's just fucking stupid because you're machines. I do think Neil Patrick Harris nailed it as the villain guy. He did a great job. You know,
I didn't like him like I liked the original Architect. The original Architect was very like, here is the logical reason for everything to be the way it is, and that made him so sinister. With Neil Patrick Harris, he was like the over-the-top mad scientist.
He's like that hipster one.
He was the over-the-top mad scientist from that awful musical he was in that you like so much. Like, it was like that.
We don't talk about Dr. Horrible. Anyways, I did like that aspect. Like, there were parts of it I
found him in just obnoxious.
Could have made for a really good movie, but with no story. Move past Smith. He's gone. Don't reincarnate. Don't code him. Who the fuck leaves a modem back door? I'm like, there were so many...
He kept asking me, he was like, you work in technology? What are they talking about? I was like, no, don't ask me. I have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
So I was so happy.
I work in good technology. Like, I don't work in that.
We didn't have to rewatch that, and I read that they're probably not going to continue it because they fucked this shit up bad.
Shocking that they wouldn't make another one after this garbage.
You did, like, I'm afraid...
Damn it, I said I wasn't going to be so hateful in 2022.
I'm afraid of you to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife because you slept during the whole movie. But it is a member movie, but I think this is one done right. Not like Force Awakens, not like Matrix 4.
I'm going to admit, I did sleep through almost all of it, but when I woke up and I saw Ivan Reitman on screen, I almost started crying. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, this one was done right. So I understand Ghostbusters. I enjoy that one a lot.
But... I'm still upset because I liked the last Ghostbusters. I wanted, like, at the closing scene,
the one with the girls. The 2016 is fucking amazing.
The closing scene, or the post-credit scene where she's like, have you ever, what did she say, Zool? I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I was so excited.
People argue about that one. That one, to me, was superior because, one, they explained the technology. They had to experiment with it. It had actual ghosts. Like, for every one ghost to Ghostbusters, there was 10 in the fucking 2016 one. It had actual ghosts, y'all. It was funny. It was well done.
It made me laugh my ass off.
I fucking love Holtzman. She rocked that shit with the proton fist and the pistols and like... It was so much fun. It's what I wanted Ghostbusters to be. And then did you see that they were doing a big deluxe box of the Ghostbusters movie, and they purposely did not include that one, and the people got mad that it's now added as a digital code like you don't already own it. Like, for real.
That's some hate right there.
I fucking love that one, but I knew they fucked up by not putting it in continuity. If they would have put it like in San Francisco, and they're opening their own version, or... I also hate when... you do a sequel and oh yeah, we saved the world, but now we're nothing, which they did in Ghostbusters Afterlife. In Ghostbusters 2, they just fuck everything out and had to start like that's just kind of a lame plot point for me. But I think if they would have found a way to put it in continuity with the other movies, it would have been just no one would have complained.
I'm not gonna lie. When you first said in continuity, I thought you were saying Encanto. I was like, don't you dare try to draw these together. Don't you dare.
Encanto was fucking amazing.
It was fine. Bruno was an enjoyable character.
So we've watched some movies. Oh, here comes Little Miss.
She's like, wait, you can't have a show without me.
And we played a lot of Minecraft Dungeons, which...
Oh my god.
I think you're finally caught up to my level so we can have fun, but now I'm dying all the time. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm still not as good at it as he is, so I'm just the guy who kind of hangs back and shoots arrows and then revives him.
Well, I've been experimenting with different weapons, and that's also been one of my problems.
Am I in your spot? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kick you out of the...
She's like, hey, what are you doing?
She's like, you're in the co-anchor seat. Why?
So we've had a good 2 weeks of just getting ready for the new year.
Yes,
I got all of Christmas down. I got to take stuff outside down.
That's my
And New Year's night, Terry calls me and she's teasing me about Lego sets because they released the Sonic the Hedgehog Lego set at 11 p.m. So I did order it. It'll be here Wednesday.
I will never understand, but okay.
He doesn't understand my Lego beginnings. I've not brought it up because it is very expensive, and I lost everything in a fire. When I say everything, I went before I met Phil when I was a Jack. I lost all my Star Wars high-end statues and collectibles. I lost my comic statues.
You lost your Gorillas collectibles.
I lost my Gorillas. I lost all of my Legos. I had all the original Star Wars Lego sets. I had the pirate stuff when I was a kid. Like, I lost everything. And that's what I realized is just stuff, y'all. But I do have a fondness that my brother, not as much as my brother has, but I do have a fondness for Lego. I have one set in the house. Actually, no, I have the Tron Light Cycle. I've got a couple little sets, and I got a beach house full of minifigures. So
Legos give me anxiety. It freaks me out to see something in pieces like that. I like structure and order. I don't like the chaos that they showed. Like that, when you had that little tiny set, it stressed me out. So
the last thing I want to talk about is the absolute brilliance. And y'all...
Of my turkey, I know.
Yeah, the turkey was really good.
My turkey was brilliant.
But last night I was playing games, and then when you were out, I watched this Netflix movie called Don't Look Up. It's fucking funny as shit and brilliant because the whole concept is these two scientists discover that a meteor that could end the world is on its way to hit Earth. They prove it with science and get it peer verified, and nobody cares. Everyone wants to spin it in their own way, and it's exactly like Trump and coronavirus.
I was about to say, it's what we live in, y'all. Like, what you just described is the world we live in now.
There's a point when you can see the meteor, and the two scientists say, just look up. And people look up, and you can see the meteor. So the president turns into, don't look up. There's nothing up there, and people like Trumpers are looking down. They refuse to look up. It's fucking hilarious. They make fun of Apple. They make fun of
I hate Apple.
Fucking hilarious. And make sure you stay through the credits because it's worth it. It is worth it. But it is one of the smartest social commentaries I've seen in a long time because it's so sad that it's real. It's true. It is so fucking true.
Okay, so you can't get mad. I watched with Joe last night the first 4 episodes of the new season of Letterkenny, and it's so ridiculously over-the-top hysterical.
I want the Funko Pops. I'm waiting for them to come to pre-order on Amazon. I want the Funko Pops, the Letterkenny with the whole fucking set. There's the 4, and then there's the 2 hockey players and 2 back. I want them all. I fucking love Letterkenny. I was late to the game of that.
I can't even tell you.
I'm not mad because you watch stuff all the time.
Oh my god, they're so fucking brilliant and hysterical.
I want all of them. I want all the Funko Pops. So I'm just waiting for them to come. Because I don't like paying shipping. Because it's ridiculous to pay just as much as shipping as you pay for the item. Like if I do a Build-A-Bear, I try to do it when it's free shipping because it's like $13 to ship the shit. Mm-hmm. And that's ridiculous. Disney Store is even worse. So I would rather buy where I know I can get shipping, or if I'm going to buy something on Entertainment Earth, I go to Caleb. He has a retailer account, and we just combine that stuff. So that's why I haven't ordered on these other places. I'm waiting for them to hit Amazon and be like, yes, I'm going to get it here, because I understand the need for shipping, but we're at the point now where you can't just go to the stores and find stuff anymore. We were at the mall. Terry and I went to the mall today, and it's like a ghost town. It's like there's nothing in the stores. There's not even a Disney store in I mean, we have the outlet in San Marcos that I'm open, but we used to go do stuff at the Disney store, and it's just like all of that's now gone. And so I like having Walmart Plus, and I like having Amazon Plus, because we just order stuff and get it. And plus we get other big perks and benefits to it. But yeah, I want all the Letterkenny Pops. I want them all. Like, this isn't like I got all the Candyland series. I will have all the fucking Letterkenny ones by the time it's said and done.
I can't make too much fun of you. I have my TLC Pops.
Yeah, he has a bunch of music pops. So we've had a good end of the year, and we're looking forward to some really fun potential opportunities in the new year. We're going to try to start filming our reality show this month.
More music for me, I promise.
More music.
And some other artists I want to work with.
And it's just been a lot of fun. And I think as horrible as people say the past 2 years were, we've grown.
Yeah, but they were fucking brutal.
They were very, very brutal.
2020 and 2021 sucked out loud.
Yeah, and so hopefully this year things, I mean, I know right now we're in stage 4 here in Austin. Couldn't tell by going out. Most people are just, like, the Apple stores keep people outside.
Because they don't want to look up.
We went to the Lego store, and we were waiting in line to get in the Lego store so she could buy her little minifigs. I saw the Lego set for Sonic. It's really fucking awesome.
I'll take your word for it.
And she's like, which ones do you want? I want Sesame Street, and I really fucking want the Daily Bugle set. That is the one I'm going to probably have to buy, because it's Spider-Man, and it's everything I fucking love about Spider-Man. All of my fucking characters, even Firestar's on there for him. I really want that set.
You know what other thought I had when we watched Spider-Man, I think I told you, was every time they showed J. Jonah Jameson, it was like, oh god, it's Alex Jones, but in a Marvel movie. Oh god.
Alright, so, yeah. That has been us getting our year-end recap for you guys, where we've been, what we're going to be doing. So, new episodes drop at noon, weekdays. We're counting down to my child in the 80s birthday party next month. It's going to be lots of fun going to the toy museum and just hanging out with people. Like, I was thinking about, food and stuff, but it's probably still going to be weird quarantine time, so I may just take some cupcakes. I'm going to buy some, like, Star Wars rings for them, and we'll make some Star Wars cupcakes to take with us. And
you'll never outdo my Speed Racer party I threw you.
Well, Caleb's throwing me a party at the toy museum full as always, so.
I got you a Speed Racer themed party for when you turned 40, and you had a booze-filled piñata.
Yeah, that would be hard to.
One of his friends turned to her fiance, and she was like, "This is how you do a birthday party. I expect mine to be like this." So yeah, I set a standard.
Yeah, and so things to look forward to this year is I have 2 board games coming in. I've got Nemesis Lockdown and ISIS Vanguard, and the He-Man game should be here by the end of the year, which makes me super excited. So that's 3 games. And then Caleb and I ordered a giant resin printer. He's so excited. He's like, is it still coming to January? I was like, as far as I know, I'm going to take the day off when it's supposed to ship to the museum, and we're going to go put it together. And he's like, that shit's never going to stop. Like, he is ready for this to hit. Because he printed a whole set of Iron Man armor during quarantine, and then he 3D printed Robert Downey Jr.'s face, so it was just like the faceplate. It was fucking terrifying. He sent me a picture, I was like, that's not at all fucking creepy. Like, it's just his face. It looked like Leatherface skin. It was so fucking weird. We're going to do Thursday game nights with Harley and Jill and Griffin, and that's, until Sherwood hits, and they're busy during Sherwood. We're going to go back out to Sherwood. We got to go with Angie and Alex. You said you had so much fun last year, you wanted to go back out there this year.
I'm not saying anything.
You're looking at me like, wait, did I agree to this?
I'm just looking at you.
Yeah, we have more Marvel movies to look forward to, and
I'm not gonna lie though, like the last crop of Marvel movies, none of them have been what we got in the last build-up of Marvel.
Infinity
movies.
Stones are a hard act to follow.
But
we'll see what's happening.
That's why Endgame was so kind of blah for me. Because you can't top it.
Anyways,
you just can't.
New episodes drop at noon, all week long. We want to thank you guys for watching us. Stay tuned for more content. We'll have more TikTok videos, more Instagram videos, pictures. I was learning to use TikTok, and I know how to do it. It's just getting the videos ready. And yeah, that's the only thing I'm having a problem with, because there's ideas I want to do, like the Kermit the Frog reveal. That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, so we're having all sorts of fun. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, wherever you're watching. We'll have more guest stars this year, because we had Cousin Becky on the phone, and Andy's like, I went on this action, so we're going to find Andy to bring in for a show one time.
The dog is negotiating for her own spinoff.
Yeah, it'll just be the dog show where she stares at you and makes you feel guilty because she's not under your blanket and not eating your food.
You should see the face she's making.
She's looking at a corner like, no, bitch. Nah, bitch.
Nah, bitch. I get the blanket. Nah, bitch.
Oh, my God. She was up my ass all last night because it was so cold. She was like...
It was not cold, and then the heater came on and woke me up.
You didn't get home till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, this morning at 9 when it kicked on, it woke me...
Because it was like 2 degrees outside, bitch.
Yeah, but it was not that temperature inside.
Because the heater has kept it at a nice 70 all fucking night.
Yes, but you can smell the heater and the heat.
I love the smell of the heater. The vent's like right there, so put your head here instead of there.
Right on my face, woke me right up. That's why I was so grumpy this morning, because the heater woke me up.
Y'all, he gets mad when I touch that heater and turn it on.
You don't touch a man's thermostat.
That is my thermostat. I bought that thermostat. I installed it. I paid for the gas for the heater, so boom, technically it's my thermostat.
Bitch, don't make it.
Alright, we'll see you all week. Stay tuned for more So I Married a Geek. We're going to talk about music stuff. I know we're talking about music stuff and some family quabbles we had over the holidays. Interesting.
I don't know what quabbles are, but okay. We'll be discussing new words Gavin makes up.
Because I bought him Scrabble, and the face when he opened Scrabble was fucking priceless. Like, oh, this is it? Like, I don't understand. Why would I fucking cry? Should I cry? Should I not cry? Like, everything running through his head when you watch that Christmas morning video, when he opened Scrabble, was 100% worth it.
I was very confused.
You think?